Elwood Dalton, Jake Gyllenhaal, is introduced not as a heroic figure, but as a former UFC fighter living on the edge. He sleeps in his car, fights in underground rings for loose cash, and carries a past trauma that keeps him from stepping back into the spotlight. His grim life changes when Frankie, Jessica Williams, the owner of a bar called Roadhouse in the Florida Keys, offers him a job as head of security. The bar is under siege from local gangs hired by greedy developer Ben Brandt, Billy Magnuson, who wants to seize the land. Dalton accepts, at first just for the money, but soon he's drawn into a brutal conflict involving the locals, an idealistic doctor named Ellie, Daniela Melchior, and a wild mercenary named Knox, Conor McGregor. From the very first minutes, Roadhouse makes its direction clear. This isn't a serious drama but a spectacle that mixes adrenaline, humor, and chaos. Director Doug Liman, the Bourne Identity Edge of Tomorrow, keeps the pace brisk. The bar fights are choreographed with rough energy, chairs flying, bottles shattering, delivering an old-school brawl vibe very different from the polished feel of MMA bouts. The tropical Florida Keys setting adds an exotic flair, a tourist paradise turned into a war zone between a small community and ruthless capitalism. Gyllenhaal convinces as Dalton, blending athletic build with weary eyes, embodying a man who wants to avoid trouble but always finds it. He's not just muscle, but also someone with hidden vulnerability. Yet the real scene stealer is Conor McGregor as Knox. With wild energy, sarcastic humor, and unpredictable gestures, he dominates every scene. Knox isn't just a villain, he's a walking time bomb, injecting fresh life into an action film that could have fallen into cliches. The supporting cast enriches the story. Jessica Williams brings strength and warmth as Frankie, Daniela Melchior adds moral contrast as Ellie, and Billy Magnuson perfectly fits the role of the spoiled, cunning developer. Together, they make the fictional Glass Key world feel more alive than just a battleground backdrop. That said, the film has its weaknesses. Some action scenes feel overly digital, especially toward the end, diminishing the impact of punches and explosions. The plot is straightforward, with little surprise. A small community standing up to corporate greed, a classic formula without much variation. Compared to the 1989 Patrick Swayze original, this remake leans more toward rowdy comedy and cartoonish violence than the quiet barroom philosophy of its predecessor. Yet that very self-awareness is what makes Roadhouse 2024 entertaining. It never pretends to be serious. It knows it's a tropical bar fight movie with star charisma, and it embraces that with full energy. Liman trades thematic depth for wild sensation, and for viewers seeking pure entertainment, that's more than enough. Roadhouse 2024 is loud, mischievous, and full of punches. It may lack the depth of the original, but Jake Gyllenhaal